What is happening, fire signs? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your girl Venus Archangel here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Also, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and also, if you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. All right, you know what's happening, y'all. Whoa, okay, interesting. Let's see what's happening in your love life, fire signs. What's happening today with your love life? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. What's popping? The world. Completion of a cycle. Successful completion of a cycle. Okay, not bad. Huh. I just had the world in here too, and I just flipped it the wrong side up. Darn it. It'll come up. Whatever. Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and take a look at your love life, okay? You know what to do. Pick your side. Pick your side here. Alright, y'all. Okay. So the situation here is very interesting. There's a lot of looking at what's not there, what's lacking in the relationship, okay? This person's definitely focused on what's lacking here. This person's very just focused on what they love, focused on love itself. But this person has been putting in a lot of work, and they're not seeing the exact results they're looking for. This made some progress. Not saying that the situation hasn't made progress. It's just not exactly where they want it to be. Now, there's a lot of lacking here. There's a lot of lacking, and I think each individual in this relationship feels very vulnerable. That's why the King of Cups is showing up for this individual highly. But the vulnerability for this individual, they just want to get it done. I think they just want it to happen now. But it's something's lacking, in which is keeping the relationship from potentially progressing, right? Progress is being made, though. Progress is being made all around. Let's go ahead and take a look at the internal energies for each. Now, the King of Cups can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Goodness. Well, okay. This individual is coming up as the King of Swords. So this person is very looking at the situation very analytically. So they're looking at this situation. So I hope I finished what I was saying here with the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be any of the signs at all. It could just, it could be anybody, all right? But anyway, like I was saying, this person is very logical, very analytical about their situation, about the relationship itself, about the progress that they've been making. They're very clinical about it, okay? They know what they want to. They know the truth, and they're potentially very cold at the moment. They're very distant, and that distance is not because of like feeling of hurt. It's probably neglect, but it's also that this person is just being very serious about this relationship, very serious about what's lacking in it, and taking it to hurt. No, the King of Swords don't take anything to hurt, but he's very, very, very serious. The King of Cups, however, is a little different. Now, this person over here is looking at the situation where it can go. Because they see this relationship as options. As showing to be very, open to options here. It's not bad. This person, however, is just like, where is this going? Because I've been here forever. Is it going to go anywhere? Is it going to go in the direction I've been wanting it to go into? That's the thing, though. This person's got to wait a little bit more and put the hard work back in. This person's very serious, however. Take a look at the relationship itself. See what's happening in this. The Moon. Yeah, man. There's not a lot of certainty what's going on. Internally, there's a lot of confusion in this relationship. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up. Intense energies. This person knows their truth. No doubt. This person is trying to decide where they want to go, because obviously they're in love. They don't see a problem, but they know there's something lacking here. I feel like obviously they can feel that. They're very in tuned to and not just to themselves, but to the relationship, to the other person. They're very in tune. They're very aware. All right, even though they may not seem like it or they may not look like it. Okay, they know what's in their cup. They know what they want. They know they want to take this relationship into another direction because of what's lacking here. But the same thing is, it's like, there's a little bit of confusion of what this relationship even has to offer anymore. Perhaps there's a little bit of confusion of what is really stable within this relationship. What's the intense emotions? What fears are each person in this relationship delving into? Which has got their back up here with King of Swords wanting to cut somebody. Let's see what the external energies, you know, coming up with here for everybody in the relationship. The King of Swords is coming up with the Seven of Swords. I don't like that energy together. Not with the Moon. So this individual maybe just, this one is a little bit hard to say. I'm gonna come back to that because I want to see what everybody else's stuff is coming up first in the relationship to kind of give a real good idea of what that is. Judgment this person's going through. This Moon. Oh wow. The King of Cups is going through some intense transformation externally. Okay, and okay, the relationship itself is the Five of Wands. Very interesting. Alright, so back to this individual with the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. The King of Swords never lies. He's not a liar. So the person is internally very honest and they're very straightforward and very open. I feel like though there may be some sort of avoidance. Now the Moon does put you in a very uncomfortable position. Like this is a very uncomfortable situation each person is in, okay? Their own situation, their own struggles, but it's still very uncomfortable. Now this person could be going through a, not necessarily a transition, but they're going through something in regards to stepping outside their comfort zone. So this King of Swords person honestly just seems like this is like they know what they need to do. They're very clinical about it and they're taking a risk and they're doing what they feel like they should do right in the moment. But this person is also potentially, I don't know, I feel like at the same time they may not be very honest about or very open about what they feel, because they're looking at it very logically. They're looking at what they know. They're looking at they're looking like the King of Swords, which is someone that's very logical. Very logical. So when it comes up with the Seven of Swords in the Moon, it's almost like this person is not necessarily lying, but they're not being open. They're not being honest with everyone else. They're being honest with themselves. Very honest with themselves. But nobody knows how else they feel. This person, however, gets a feeling. Now this is very interesting. This person's always in tune to their partners. This person is very in tune to everything. They're pretty much the psychics of the tarot. So when the King of Cups comes up, they can try to hide this mess all they want to, but they know this person knows what they're feeling. So that's not really, especially with the Moon coming up and the King of Cups, those pretty much high five each other. This is like, if this gives this King of Cups the ability to really be channeled into his psychic abilities or his intuitive abilities. So if this person thinks they're hiding it, they're not doing a good job. They're very honest and internally they're hiding something. Them hiding something is very obvious. Is very honest. Is very honest. So this person over here, Cups and all, feeling in love, knowing what they want, has knows where they want to take the relationship, or feels like they have to make a decision about where they want to take the relationship because they're not the same person anymore. They've changed. They're not this person that's the same individual. Okay, they're not the same individual anymore. So I do get this feeling this person is reviewing the relationship. That's why they're taking a look at it. They're taking a look at what destination they need to take next, because they needs to be going in the direction that drives with the new them, because they've transformed or they're going through a transformation at this point. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles talks about change, like hardcore change. There's 2 5s in this thing. It's like whoa. And then you have the Moon here that talks about really trusting your intuition and going with the flow. That's very, very important, right? An important aspect to look at regarding these 2 changes, because internally it's not a clue of what's going on. Nobody really knows what's happening, and I feel like it's because this person's not really communicating. If I've seen the King of Swords and external energy for this individual, I'll be like, okay, this person's laying it down, telling the truth, talking about what's missing, talking about what's lacking. No, there's something lacking in this relationship, and nobody knows why, because this person is the only person that sees or feels that something's missing. This person here is fine. This person here is like looking for a direction to go. I feel like the only thing that they're lacking is a sense of direction at this point. But the point of it all is that nobody knows what's happening in this relationship because this individual is not communicating. And I don't think it's to be malicious. I don't think it's to be rude. I just don't know. I don't think they just see that there's a potential for this relationship to blossom. But it's because of that not communicating that they don't even give the relationship a chance to do so. Now, I feel like they have the option to do that. They have the King of Swords here. They're very well able. They're very capable of being honest, not just to themselves, but to everyone else, and communicating that. He's the king. master of all that. So if he can communicate how he feels, I feel like the relationship can make progress. It can move forward. It can get out of the struggle. It can find the solution to what is missing or lacking in this relationship. It can happen. But it's going to require this individual to be able to be open. Okay? It's going to require this individual to talk about it. And not just look at it and kind of be like, oh my God, okay, I've been putting all this work. Why aren't we here yet? So that's the Five of Wands. I feel like the potential avoidance of all these things, of this whole entire thing, is avoidance of conflict because this person feels that this individual is sensitive. Okay, so that could be that too. This person may be feeling that this individual is sensitive, so they don't want to have a conversation like that. But the point of all is conflict is what's going to fix everything. So whoever is avoiding conflict is not going to be able to fix the relationship in the best way possible. But they have to fix. They can. It's the solution. It's just it's intense and it's it's uncomfortable. And it's considering that the moon's here. It's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. And this is the eclipse energy too, okay? Because today is the eclipse and everything. So, woo, a lot of change, a lot of things going down. But this conflict can really resolve a lot of these things and release whatever this is, so that way they can find a solution. They can bring in a new solution. But something's got to be let go first. That's why this person is viewing things, letting go of some old things. Release, throw away, bring in the new. But this has the moon's up, so that means the moon's full. Release. So yeah. All right, guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all later. Love you guys. Good luck through today. Bye now.